Hi everyone. Hi, my name's Heather Gray. My little corner of the internet is over at choosetohaveitall.com where I'm offering coaching and therapy services. I also have a community group on Facebook as well at facebook.com/groups/ choose to have it all. There I take lots of questions from people who ask for my 2 cents, and they're also sometimes emailing me. I've gotten into a new habit of trying to offer my 2 cents online as an answer using Facebook Live. So let me know how it goes and how it works for you. I think I might start doing this regularly. And so if you have a question, certainly email me at heather@choosetohaveitall.com. But I'm just going to jump into today's question if that's okay with you. Says, hi Heather, I find myself in unfamiliar dating territory. I'm a divorced woman who has now entered the world of online dating. I've started to date someone who I've really connected with, but I don't see us as having a long-term relationship. I think our lives may be heading in different directions, and he seems to agree. While we're enjoying dating now, I have no idea how to manage connections with other men I've met online, so I just have kept with online messaging. I'm wondering how people navigate the online dating world, if I should keep talking to people online, if it's okay to meet offline since I'm not in a formal commitment. I just don't know the rules anymore. Do you have thoughts? I do have some thoughts. I think that a lot of times when it comes to dating, people think that there's some sort of rule book out there that nobody's handed to them, that there's these rules and guidelines that work for everybody else and everybody's following them. I think where you start is what works for you and what works for your personal preferences and your personal dating style, because I think it's actually different for everybody. So before you start asking and thinking about what you should be doing, I think I'm going to challenge you a little bit here and question you on what it is you want to do, what feels the most authentic to you. If you're not comfortable managing multiple connections in person because that feels dishonest, it doesn't feel sort of comfortable, it doesn't make you happy, it's not your preference, I think it's okay to keep dating and just talking to people and making connections online. I do think at some point, though, that it's fair to the people that you're talking to online to tell them that you're not quite ready to jump into an offline meeting. Kind of just regularly emailing people with no intent to actually meet in person, or you don't know when you're going to be ready to meet in person, I think sets both people up for a lot of vulnerability, and it doesn't set you guys up for a successful dating relationship. But that being said, if you're not meeting offline because you kind of feel dishonest, or you feel like there's something wrong with the fact that you're dating one person and you don't want to date another one in real life, I would just encourage you to maybe question yourself on that. If you're not in a formal commitment, that part of dating is you are getting to know people. You are starting to see who's out there, the types of people you might want to meet someday, what you want and need in a relationship. And it's okay to do that with multiple people at the same time if you're comfortable with it. I also think, too, that I like transparency in communication as a general rule. So I think it's okay to tell people who you are and how you move through the world, and be really upfront and honest with it and say, hey, listen, I just started doing this online dating thing. It's kind of new to me. I just need to be upfront and clear that I really honor the commitments I make. So if I ever were to make a serious commitment to you, I would make a change in how I'm acting. But I just need you to know right now that since we're dating, I'm also dating other people. And to say that out loud. And if you're not comfortable saying it out loud, if that's a truth that you're not comfortable admitting to the person you're getting to know, then I think that you're maybe not comfortable with that truth yourself, and that you should maybe back off a little bit and not force yourself to get to know a couple of different people at the same time. If you're not ready, if you're still exploring a connection that you're making with someone, even if you know he's not your forever person, but you're having a good time, it's okay to just stay in that one connection, in that one relationship. It doesn't have to be any kind of formal commitment. It can just be somebody you enjoy spending your time with, and you don't need to be online making other connections unless it's something you want. I think sometimes we get these stories in our head that if we know we're not with the forever person, if we think we're only with the person for right now, that we might be missing out somehow, that there could be somebody online that we should be getting to know, could be getting to know, and why are we in some temporary relationship when we could find our forever person? My answer to that is because you don't know yet. And it's okay to not know. It's okay to take it at your pace. That the challenge is twofold. One is be really honest with yourself about where you're at and what you want right now in your own relationships and in your own connections. And then to just be upfront with the people you're getting to know. For those people that it doesn't work for, they're going to tell you, and they're going to say, no, listen, like, I've been doing this online dating thing for a while. I don't want to just casually meet somebody online. I don't want to just, like, get to know a little bit about you and have you getting to know other people. That's fine if somebody says that to you. That's not a reason not to do it. It just means that this isn't the right person for you right now. And that's completely fine. That it's about figuring out where you are at, what you want for yourself, what you want your life to look like, what you're most comfortable doing, and then meeting the person who matches that. If you guys aren't a match on that, accept that's not something like, it's not a sign that you're doing something wrong. It's not some sort of symbol that your life is heading in a direction you don't want it to be. It just means that the two people who have met at this particular moment in time don't fit. I think sometimes we get caught up in the shoulds, in what should I be doing? What's the right answer? When the answer and the question is, what feels the most right for me? And as soon as it doesn't feel right, you say so. So, for example, say this temporary relationship goes on for 3 more months. Say, like, he's not your forever person. You know he's not your forever person, but you're looking into the spring all of a sudden, and you're realizing, like, what am I doing? Am I wasting my time with somebody temporary? Sure, we like each other. Sure, we're connecting, but we already know our lives are heading in different directions. It's okay to reevaluate that then and say, hey, listen, we had a really great winter together. Things have been great, but I think I'm ready for something where I'm more on the same page with someone, and I don't think you're it. And you say so then. You change your mind rather than trying to figure out and anticipate the future into where you're going to be someday. If you meet yourself where you're at and you just talk openly to the people you're getting connected to about where you're at and what they can expect from you and what your boundaries are, I think you're good to go. It's about communicating honestly, but starting with honesty with yourself. Just because all the cool kids are doing it, or just because it's what everybody does, it doesn't mean it's the right answer for you. And it also, too, if it's different than what you imagined, but it doesn't feel wrong for you, but you feel like you're being honest with yourself and you're being honest with other people, then listen to that, because that's your authentic self speaking. And if that's attracting someone else, pay attention to that, because you might be forming a real honest to goodness connection and the basis of a good relationship. But when you try to make all the decisions without including the other person and you start your connection that way, I think you're always caught wondering whether or not you're following the rules, whether or not you're doing it right, rather than just kind of seeing what's right for you and what's right for the people you're with. And if you're managing a couple of online connections right now and you want to meet offline, I think you tell the guy you're dating that you're planning on doing that, so then it's all above board and he can continue dating you if he wants and he's okay with that. And you say, hey, listen, this is probably weird and I'm not asking you to marry me anytime soon, but I need you to know that since we're just dating, I'm getting to know other people too, and I want to be upfront about that. That way, everybody knows the information. They're all choosing it. They all have control in their lives, and if everybody gives you a go, then go ahead and enjoy yourself and have fun and get to know yourself and get to know these new parts of yourself that start to come out as you meet new people. And then you just keep checking in with yourself and asking yourself, is this working? Do I feel good about this? Is this what I want? Is this getting me closer to the kind of life and relationship I want for myself? Is this maybe getting in the way of a relationship that I could have that would work out better for me? And you just check in with yourself and ask yourself these important questions. And I think that once you do that, you just move ahead authentically, honestly and unapologetically. So I hope my answer here helped. I encourage anybody who has a relationship or life question, if you're getting stuck in your own way and you're trying to figure out for yourself how to choose happiness, certainly send me an email. Let me know that you're good answering this question on my next Facebook Live, and I look forward to doing this more often with all of you, and probably more regularly. I might do it at the same time every day so that if people want, they know where and how to find me. But in the meantime, you can, if you need more information or want to know more about me, you can certainly find me at my website, choosetohaveitall.com, and I'm happy to connect with you there. Thanks so much. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to talking to you next time. Take care.